Okay, so today we're diving into Istanbul, specifically those amazing day trips you can take.
Sounds fun.
Right. Istanbul is already incredible, but there's so much to see just outside the city, too.
That's true, yeah,
And like planning a day trip, it can feel overwhelming?
totally. Where do you even begin with all the choices?
Exactly. So we're going to try to narrow it down, give you some ideas.
Okay, love it.
So I was looking at this one suggestion, and it just seems so relaxing.
Intrigued. Tell me more.
The Prince's Islands.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Have you been?
I have. It's like stepping into a completely different world, honestly.
That's exactly what I was thinking, trading the city noise for like this peaceful archipelago.
Exactly. And it's in the Sea of Marmara. It's so beautiful.
And they have horse-drawn carriages. Can you imagine? Instead of taxis everywhere.
It's so charming. You feel like you've traveled back in time.
Okay, but here's the thing that really got me. Buyukata Island, the biggest one.
Yeah.
It has these ruins.
Oh, tell me you're talking about the monastery.
Yes. A 6th century monastery with amazing views, apparently. Imagine that.
It's breathtaking. You can practically feel the history and those views of the sea.
Okay, see, that's what I mean. That's a day trip, right?
It really is. And for those who might want something a bit more active,
Yeah, okay, so what about people who aren't as into, like, ruins and stuff? What else is there?
well, if you're interested in history, you can't miss the Sultanahmet Mosque.
Oh, I was looking at that.
It's incredible, right? And not just for the religious aspect. The architecture is mind-blowing.
It's from the Ottoman Empire.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And the courtyard is so peaceful, and then you see the dome, and it's huge.
See, that's what I love about Istanbul. Like, so much variety.
Right, from islands to mosques.
And forests. Don't forget the forests.
Oh, right. If someone wants to get out into nature, Belgrade Forest is the perfect day trip.
That's what I was thinking. Like hiking trails, waterfalls, all that.
Exactly. And it's amazing how you can go from the city to this total tranquility.
Like, you're really getting away from it all?
You really are. It's a whole different side of Istanbul.
So many choices. It's almost overwhelming, but in a good way, you
I
know?
know exactly what you mean.
Like, if you're listening to this, thinking about your own trip, just remember to consider, what time of year is it? What are you actually interested in doing?
And how much time you realistically have.
Yes, because some of these trips, like the islands, they take a good chunk of the day.
They do. But they're worth it.
Totally agree. Oh, and one more thing for anyone listening.
What's up?
Booking in advance. Flights, hotels, all that. You can find amazing deals if you plan ahead.
Oh, absolutely.
I
And
thought-
that leaves you more room in your budget for, more exploring.
Exactly. More Turkish delights, more souvenirs, the drill.
Exactly.
So I'm curious, if you had to pick one of these day trips for yourself right now,
Oh, that's tough. They're all so different.
which one speaks to you the most? The monastery ruins, the mosque, the forest?
I think for me, it would be the Prince's Islands.
Really?
I think there's something so special about that feeling of being whisked away, like you said, to a completely different world.
Yeah, I get it.
The history is fascinating, the scenery is stunning, and the pace of life is just slower.
It does sound incredibly peaceful.
It is. And for anyone visiting Istanbul, my biggest piece of advice, no matter what you choose, is to really try to go beyond those typical tourist spots,
What do you mean?
Like, don't be afraid to get a little lost. Explore the side streets. Discover those hidden cafes.
Like that.
That's where you find the real heart of Istanbul, I think. The soul of the city.
That's a great way to put it.
So, yeah, dive deep, explore, and you'll have an amazing time.
Couldn't agree more. And for those listening, don't forget to check out our show notes for some amazing travel deals we found to help make your Istanbul trip even better.
Yes, don't miss out on those.
Happy travels, everyone.